With the Western holiday season coming up, we wanted to show you a Sichuanese preparation of an ingredient you may or may not cook so often: giblets. We're going to be frying these giblets with pickled chili and ginger, which is a great flavor profile for really any sort of offal dish. So to get started, you need giblets. This is a ½ kilo of gizzards, livers, and hearts. Word of warning, these are sort of a major pain to prep. Liver is the easiest. Just cut into smaller slices and throw away that tiny bit of connective tissue. Gizzards, though, are a bit more work. Cut the gizzard into 3 even pieces, and see that white membrane there? It's tough, it's got a bit of an off flavor, and it's got to go. To cut it out, put the gizzard membrane side down on your chopping board, and keeping the knife almost flat, cut it out and use the remainder. Clean up any stray fat on the gizzard, and then we've got some clean gizzards. We're not done yet though. Because gizzards don't absorb flavor easily, we've got to cut some shallow slices into the gizzard in sort of a checkerboard pattern. In addition to being more flavorful, this will also cause these guys to curl up nicely and be a bit more attractive in our final dish. Lastly, the heart. First things first, we got to get rid of this fatty connective tissue here. Cut that out, and then with your fingers pull off the outer membrane. Hearts, like gizzards, aren't really naturally super absorptive, and removing this membrane will help the flavors penetrate. Now to marinate, we're using a basic marinade for offal. Add in 2 teaspoons of white pepper powder and 1 tablespoon liaojiu, aka Shaoxing wine. These ingredients will cut the so-called xingwei, or bloody flavor, of the giblets. Give that a thorough mix, and set it aside for 20 minutes. Now to go with this, our major ingredients here are going to be some Chinese pickled ginger and a Sichuanese pickled chili called yeshanjiao.
This is Sichuan pickled chili. Again, a slight kick to it, not that spicy. You can sub Western pickled chilies with it, but if you do so, remember to add some fresh chilies to add some spiciness to it. Meanwhile, we also have pickled ginger. It's ginger, like this. You can sub it with the Japanese ones. When you do so, just use 1/3 of the Japanese pickled ginger, and then the rest use fresh ginger. That will do the job.
We'll also be cooking this with 8 dried chaotianjiao heaven-facing chilies that we sliced, 2 teaspoons Sichuan peppercorn, 3 cloves garlic and 1 inch of ginger, both cut into slices, 1 sprig garlic scape cut into 2-inch sections, 2 small mild chilies, 1 red and 1 green, both cut into small pieces, and of course a ½ cup of that pickled chili and a 1/3 cup of that pickled ginger. Before we fry the giblets though, they gotta be blanched. Get a pot of water to a light simmer, about 80 degrees centigrade, and toss in the giblets, adding another tablespoon or so of liaojiu for good measure. Shut off the heat and let those poach for a minute or 2. We don't want to cook the giblets here. This step's just to further remove that whole xingwei bloody taste. Giblets out, let them drain, and we are ready to fry. As always, first, long yao. Get that wok piping hot, shut off the heat, add in your oil, and give it a swirl to get a nice nonstick surface. Heat still off. Add in the chilies and the Sichuan peppercorns. We're frying these with the flame off because dried chilies have a nasty tendency to burn. After about a minute, turn your heat to medium and add in the fresh garlic and the ginger. Give those a fry, and once they're fragrant, about 30 seconds, add in the pickled chili and ginger and up the heat to high. After about a minute or so, there should be enough of a chili fragrance in the air that you'll just want to sneeze up a storm, and once you get to that point, add in the giblets. Give that a brief mix, then add 1 tablespoon rice wine or liaojiu around the sides of the wok and give it a toss. If you got a stronger stove than this little outdoor burner here, this also might light up on fire in a real satisfying sort of way. After about a minute or so of frying, add in 2 tablespoons soy sauce in the same way around the sides of the wok, give it a mix, and after about 30 seconds, add in the scapes and peppers. Season with a ½ teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of sugar, and for some extra sourness, add in 3 tablespoons of the chili's pickling liquid, and a half tablespoon of vinegar. Fry those together for about a minute to let the liquid evaporate, and out. This dish is just a great way to eat offal. It's an awesome munching dish and goes perfect with a cold beer.
I hope you give this a try. Check out the link in the description box for detailed recipe and subscribe for more Chinese cooking videos.